already know the vibes, man. This is not a DBPOTD, but we are gonna make it a DBPOTD. You feel me? So look, this is the, I guess you could say like another little update, real quick. Not really an update, but an update. Feel me? One, right? I just gave you 3 of the last DBPOTD episodes that we recorded. You feel me? Just gave y'all them last night. We caught back up. We finally on point. You feel me? So at this point, you're gonna be catching everything in its normal pace, if that makes sense. You're gonna be catching everything in its normal pace. I ain't got no storage issues. I ain't got no recording issues. I ain't got no nothing. We good. All the distractions have left the building. Feel me? So we good on that. Secondly, feel me? I want you to go to your Spotify account, type in Real Rack Market. For anybody that don't want to sit there or they feel like they want to be able to listen to this without having to watch it. Maybe you be on the go a lot. Maybe you like me, you feel me? You like to be on the road. You like to drive. You like to get out. You like to do things. You know what I'm saying? Whatever the case may be, I don't know. Maybe you be busy, you feel me? Whatever. You can listen to the episodes for free on Spotify. You ain't gotta pay nothing. You ain't gonna, you ain't no charge unless you got your own Spotify premiums, and I don't know how all that works. So you feel me? You go over there and listen to it for free. We trying to branch it out to every platform that it makes sense on, so that everybody can have access in their own way, because access is important. And I already have it to the point of where just anybody can't get into the website. You feel me? And I ain't calling you just anybody, but you feel me? If you ain't really fully committed, then right now, you know what I'm saying, you don't need access to the website, because you ain't gonna do nothing but go on the website, look, hold up space, and be giving me data that I don't need. You feel me? Like, I'm just gonna keep it 1,000. You're gonna be giving me data I don't need. So you feel me? We trying to make it make sense for everybody. I ain't trying to waste your time. Hopefully you ain't trying to waste my time. If you do, tough, because you know what I'm saying, you don't get too many times at that one, which is key reason why I even put the password to begin with, so that you understand time is very important. It's of the essence. It's valuable. It's worth more than what words can ever describe. So please don't waste it. You feel me? Don't waste it for you, and don't waste it for me. And the third thing that I want to update y'all on is, I know that this, again, is not a DBPOTD right now. I'm not giving you a pick currently, but again, we're going to be back on point. So with that being said, next episode that you're going to see, we back to them companies. It's going to be this is 30, if I'm not mistaken. So we're going to be on episode 31. It's Q3. You already know the vibes. I sort of said this already before. I sort of just want to reiterate a little bit, so that everybody's on the same page. I like for that to be that way over here. I don't like for people to be you know how that is. We all got to be on one accord, or we gonna be reading into things wrong, or seeing things the wrong way, or whatever the case may be. Y'all make sure too, if you haven't been, man, open your charts, open your markets. Are you drawing on your charts? Are you drawing on your markets? Are you marking these things up? Are you noticing what you're seeing, or are you just playing games? Feel me? And for anybody that, let's say, you just now started, looking into trade, you just now started looking into investing, you're sort of fresh, you know what I'm saying? You just stuck the needle in the vein, you feel me? You ain't really even got there yet. Look, take your time. It's a journey. This stuff does not happen overnight. You have to teach yourself and educate yourself on financial principles as well. Because let me just break it down to y'all, man. You can invest. You can know how to invest to the strength of you. Like, I mean, that can be your absolute strength in life, knowing exactly what you're doing when you moving your money around, right? But the fact of the matter is, if you don't have certain financial principles, you can get all the money in the world and still lose it. feel me? You can get all the money in the world and still mess around and lose it. So, you know, a key thing that I sort of just want to point out, and I forgot they doing construction up here. It's going to take a little minute. But a key thing that I sort of just want to point out is, I sort of mention this a lot, and I tell anybody that decides that they want to be one of my students, I try to tell them this like to the max. You feel me? Please, when you start your account, I don't know who you gonna start with. I recommend beginners. Shoot, I even recommend professionals to go on Robinhood, because, you know, I don't know, y'all be hearing people say bad things about Robinhood sometimes. Personal opinion, I don't see what they're talking about, if I'm being honest. You know, I think every platform or banker or broker, you know what I'm saying, they're all gonna have their little nuances that everybody might not like, and little things like this and little woo-woo. But for somebody that's genuinely just starting, and you know what I'm saying, you're a beginner, or even you have knowledge of this stuff, but you just want a simple platform to go on to be able to do what you need to do, Robinhood is honestly the simplest place to go. It really is. And they stock going up, you know what I'm saying? So as far as, you know, people talking bad about, all right, but you know, y'all make sure that you, one, marking up your charts, and two, when you get into your trade view, when you seeing these things, screenshot them. All right, I know I took a turn a little bit, but screenshot them. Screenshot the things that you see, so that you can start remembering. Document things that you see. Follow along with the things that you see. Don't be scared to be wrong either. You feel me? Write down some technical analysis that you see based off of what you've studied, or what you feel like you have come to a conclusion to. Write down your analysis, date it, time it, all those things, you feel me? So that you have full documentation for yourself, so that when you go back and start looking at different things, and you're drawing up different charts, and you trying to figure out, okay, does this work, does that work, you can easily be like, all right, bet. I seen that when I was going according to looking at the market like this, I was right about my analysis 70% of the time. But then when I was looking at the market like this, I was right 30% of the time. But this side showed me a couple more drawbacks that I didn't see from this side. Feel me? And that goes back to why I tell y'all, watch the market through different perspectives. You know what I'm saying? Put on a different lens. Don't just see the market one way. So if you have one strategy that works for you, and it's goated, and it's been making you millions of dollars, right? You need to make a second strategy that sort of goes against it, or aids it in some way. You know what I'm saying? One of the two. You need to find something that either goes against that strategy or aids it in some way to show you deeper things that are going on in the market. Why do I say that? You have to understand, what we look at the market from, what I teach it from, is to watch it from candlesticks. So when you're watching the market through candlesticks, what you'll realize is you can go down through a time frame such as 1 minute, and you can watch 1 minute candlesticks. What you'll notice, if you really watch this 1 minute time frame, you'll notice that the same trends that show up in your 4 hour, day time frame, week time frame, month time, whatever, you know what I'm saying, 30 minute, all these time frames that show up, all the trends and patterns that show up in those time frames, they also happen on the 1 minute time frame as well. You get what I'm saying? All these patterns continuously repeat, replay, and you know what I'm saying, circulate throughout the market all day, throughout different time frames. It's just consistently moving. So the reason why I'm telling you to, you know, see it from different perspectives, because every minute a new candlestick is being made. Every second, depending on how you're looking at the market, a new candlestick is being made. And it really only takes a couple candlesticks in the right momentum to be able to push a company into a direction real quick and make eyes go on, and make prices go up, make prices go down. And now we see a percentage that we might like, or that we could have got. You feel me? Just notice these things, man. I'm telling you, you know, put your market into different perspectives. You don't have to just read it one way. Feel me? If you have a strategy that teaches you how to see the market in the best buying opportunities, make a strategy that teaches you how to see the market in the best selling opportunities. Feel me? It's really simple. In your head, I don't know, you might look at it like, well, how, if I'm going against what I know is going to work, isn't that going to hurt me? No, it's going to strengthen you. You have weaknesses, you know what I'm saying? Just like in real life, you got weaknesses. There's things that's in you that you do, you know what I'm saying, in a natural day-to-day, you feel me, habits, whatever, that you have, that if somebody really, really knew the truth about you, you feel me, if they really, really knew the truth about you, they'll probably be like, dang, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so let's not play. Let's not play. We all got weaknesses. We all got sides, and you got to understand too. This is just a note for some of y'all that might not really be paying attention to this. People use weaknesses against you. People even that you love, that you can be the closest to them on this earth. Like, they can be your best pal. If they know your weaknesses a little bit too much and they have any side of them that doesn't have good intent for you, they will use your weaknesses against you, and you will be so, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you'll be moving through love so much that you ain't even gonna realize, hold on, this person really slick, you know what I'm saying? But that's just a note for the ones that needed it. Feel me? That ain't for everybody, but that's just for the ones that don't be paying attention to that type of stuff. People will use your weaknesses against you, family included. You gotta stand your P's and Q's out here. You can't get caught lacking. You can't get caught lacking. But just like in the market, your weakness, you gotta find its weaknesses and use it against the market. You feel me? There's weaknesses in the market. There's moments in the market where you can predict things that will happen, and you will dag near be 80% right just based off of noticing certain patterns and trends. You feel me? And you'll be dag near 80% correct on your analysis just off that, if you really do the work and look at the market. The fact of the matter is, like I said, you don't gotta stare at the market all day. You really don't. All you gotta do is take about an hour a day, mark up your charts. You feel me? Mark up the chart, draw some trend lines, draw some zones and resistances on a chart. You feel me? Pick a company, you know what I'm saying? Any company, and just watch it. You feel me? Put it on a time frame. If this is gonna be a company you gonna watch for good or something, and put it on that hour time frame and just let it marinate, bro. Let it cook. Mark it up as you please on that hour time frame and do what you do. You feel me? And screenshot what you make of it. Write down the things that you see. Document these things. It's not for anybody else's purpose, for real. It's really gonna be for your purpose. Half the time, no. Let me correct myself. 95% of the time, when I'm showing y'all screenshots, I was going to have these screenshots anyway. There is a 5% time where it's just natural that I'm showing you some stuff because I want to make sure that you guys also see the evidence in what I'm saying, so that you don't think that I'm just making something up and just talking out the side of my ass just so that y'all can come follow me and pay me your money. You know what I'm saying? That's not it. That ain't how I rock. I don't like that type of shit. You feel me? That's not me, bro. You feel me? I'ma just keep it 1,000. That's not me, or else I wouldn't even be putting these DBPOTDs up. You feel me? I would just finesse. I would make content that specifically is aimed to finesse your mind, trick you, and make you think that we the richest in the world and we got everything going on and we finna turn up the whole entire. No. It's a process, baby. We gotta build. We ain't on that type of time. You feel me? So just understand what I'm saying. You feel me? Just understand what I'm saying. Other than that, man, I'm about to go and get up on out of here because, I'm already making extra stops this morning. Didn't even mean to make these extra stops, but you know how life is. Life has its own plans because God is in charge, you know what I'm saying? Despite the devil being, ruler of this world, you got to understand God is the ruler of everything. There is nothing that overcomes him. He threw the devil down. You got to understand that. He threw the devil down, boy, down. Don't play with that. You know what I'm saying? Remember who really got the power. You know what I'm saying? If you decide that you want to, be a part of that other side, guess what? We don't rock with you over here. I'm gonna keep it 1,000, bro. We don't rock with you over here. And I say that very proudly. I rock with God over here, big bro. We rock with God over here, big bro. People that's gonna be rocking with me, bro, you gonna have some type of connection to God, whether you want it or not, because you rocking with me. So just remember that. You feel me? Just remember that. Whether you want it or not, you are now connected to God. As soon as you start watching me, as soon as you decide, okay, I like this guy right here. All right, well, good. Yeah, well, be happy that you like me. You know what I'm saying? Be happy, because you and me gonna share a lot of moments where we talk about God together. Is that okay with you, friend? You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I'm out because I gotta go. Holla.